Are you struggling with signing into the Google Games API for your Android game? It can be incredibly frustrating when you follow the documentation and still hit a wall. But don't worry, you're not alone, and today we're going to tackle this issue together. I completely understand how annoying it is when you think you've done everything right, only to be met with error messages. Many developers face this challenge, especially when integrating APIs. It's one of the most common hurdles in game development. Let's dive into the specific situation at hand. One user reached out saying, "I'm trying to use the Google Games turn-based API for my Android game. My GoogleAPIClient sign-in keeps failing." They followed the sample code from Google, but still encountered issues. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So, what could be causing this sign-in failure? It could be due to network issues, account permissions, or even how the connection failure is being handled in the code. We'll break down the possible reasons and solutions step by step. And stick around. I have a crucial tip at the end that could save you a lot of headaches when dealing with API connections. To begin resolving the sign-in issue, the user should ensure that the Google Play services are up to date on their device. This is crucial for the Google API client to function properly. Next, the user should check their app's configuration in the Google Developer Console. They need to verify that the OAuth 2.0 client ID is correctly set up for their application. After confirming the configuration, the user should implement proper error handling in the onConnectionFailed method. This will help identify the specific reason for the failure. Finally, the user should test the sign-in flow on different devices or emulators. This can help determine if the issue is device-specific or related to the app's code. Fun fact, did you know that the first video game ever created was called Tennis for Two? It was developed in 1958. Just like that game, we all face challenges in development, but with the right approach, we can overcome them. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by another user involves creating a Google API client in the onCreate method. They suggest building the client with access to Play Games services, adding connection callbacks, and a connection failed listener. They also recommend connecting the Google API client in the onStart method and disconnecting it in onStop. This ensures proper management of the client lifecycle. Let's take a look at another answer from another user. An alternative solution from another user suggests initializing your Google API client differently. They recommend declaring a private Google API client variable and building it with the necessary APIs and listeners. Additionally, they advise calling mGoogleAPIClient.connect in the onStart method to ensure the connection is established when the activity starts. Here's the tip I promised. Always keep your API keys and permissions updated. Regularly review your Google Cloud Console settings to avoid unexpected sign-in issues. And there you have it. With these steps, you should be able to resolve your sign-in issues with the Google Games API. Remember, troubleshooting is part of the development process. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.